toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Boise, Idaho, and Albertson Stadium, home of the Boise State Broncos. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Boise State Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Broncos have been waiting and waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Colorado's offense will get first crack at it here. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Looking for space to the left. Zips it out to his man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down.
I'm a huge fan of offensive aggressiveness to start a football game. I think the defense is getting settled in. They play up a little bit. They play a little bit more aggressive. They got more emotion, and the offense takes advantage. Nice big play over the top. Stay aggressive, offense.
Buffaloes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Right back to the well. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
This Boise State crowd bringing the noise. It's deafening here on third down. Dropping back, it's Hurley. Pocket breaking down. Hauls it in. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
Turning it on. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And the Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field.
Well, there you're seeing the mentality of this head coach in the game, going for it on fourth down. A lot of guys would have tried to kick a field goal, but I think this guy knows, hey, we're not going to win this game putting threes up on the board. We need touchdowns. Nice attitude.
They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, first and goal. He'll keep it himself. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
This this defense has their hands full in this game because of what you saw right there. This quarterback is one of the fastest players in the entire country, and he runs one in. They're going to have to do a better job getting hats to him because they know they're going to see the QB run a lot today.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Boise State Broncos offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move.
Hits the accelerator to the right. He's at the 40. At the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Broncos. The extra point here would tie the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Leaves it with the running back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Leaves it with the back. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Buffaloes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On the move. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Gets it out fast. Still running at the 40. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it. They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Here comes the option. Oh, he's got some space. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Buffaloes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. He stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And the offense, they don't choose to go downhill, be physical. They try to get it on the perimeter. Stay away from some of those defensive linemen. But you can tell DBs, linebackers, not scared. Nice job. Playing fast, trusting their eyes, and forcing a 3rd down.
Looking for the goal line. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
On a big third down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
Quick strike complete. Touchdown, Bucks! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. To throw, it's Ward. Makes the catch. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Now they'll run the draw. Breaks into the open. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. He'll pull it on the read. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period.
Second down coming up.
We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to pass. It's complete to the right. Guys, let's take just a minute and talk about Boise State. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past,
He lost it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Broncos will send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Gives it on the option. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Colorado! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They'll try the run. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Let's talk for a second about Boise State. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
This quarterback has to know he's got to get rid of the football quickly. This defense has already shown on film that they'll rush this outside linebacker off the edge and make the count 5 on their pass rush, but with his speed and his flexibility, he's too much for a lot of these offensive linemen to handle.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Working the middle. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. The Broncos are on the move. It's a draw. Oh, better look out. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
He'll do it himself. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off. When
pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And the Broncos will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They'll give it to the back. Oh, he's got a chance. There he goes. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
The Buffaloes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll send the back in motion. The give on the option. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. Won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read, and it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the 1st down.
Quick release by the QB. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to throw, it's Hurley. Snagged out of the air. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He's got it on the run. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
And when this quarterback is in a rhythm, this offense is really hard to stop. You've seen that on this drive. He's 3 for 3, but they're also running the ball well. Everything they're dialing up right.
Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I think he does a really good job here. Dropping back to pass, surveying the field, sees he's got some open space out wide, dump it to your playmaker. Your running back takes the football. He does the rest. Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the field, making a play.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Going to sling it on second down. Working on the right. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. To the air, it's Ward. They're working that left side. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Broncos racing to the line in a hurry-up. Wants to throw again. Got his man. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down. The offense in hurry-up mode. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads it downfield. He's got it down the left. Touchdown Broncos! Once he got some room, it was over.
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Skips away from pressure. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Complete to the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal forward.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Here comes the offense on second down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. He throws one to the left. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Hurley. Buys a little time. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man on the right. They'll stop him at the 31. Let's mark it off at 5 yards, and that will be a first down. Gets it out quickly. Turning it on. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Might be changing the route. From the red zone, looking for a space. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
And back to the air on second down. This time he's got his man. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that Smurf turf, sign me up for another half in Boise. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to our guys high above the Smurf turf.
And the Buffaloes will kick it away to crank up the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Boise State ready to send out that offense. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece, and I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. They're going to ride this running back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Ward. Snags it over the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. A strike downfield. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Slips one guy, now he's loose. Touchdown, Boise State! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching it. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy, he makes a big play. Yes, please.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. SMU is getting smoked today. This is an eye-opener. It's the type of game that can just demoralize a fan base. They're trailing by 17 to Louisiana Tech. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up that.
Oh, he's got some space. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a 1st down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. The Buffaloes getting set on 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Touchdown, Buffs! Excellent pass by the back on the option. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
38, Boise State, 21.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Makes the grab. Breaks into the open. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Looking for a productive play on first down. It's complete. A big catch, but not before he picks up more than 40. And the Broncos have their offense in high gear. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It'll be interesting to watch this offense really down the stretch because they can't really have that balance, especially when they're going backwards. Like, they're down, they've got to put up some points, got to get some stops. I think this offense has to be aggressive, and I think it's going to have to be through the air.
Back open in the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Looking to throw, it's Ward. Bringing the heat. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. Brainer to go for it on fourth down. Unloads to the wideout. Looking to get it in. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defense.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Broncos.
This line of scrimmage.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Send the tight end in motion. Quarterback on the keeper. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more.
There he goes. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Back to throw. It's Hurley. Pressure coming. Pass rush. Let's take a look at our game summary. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So the final period starts with a second down play. The give on the counter. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The blue turf rumbling on this third down attempt as the Bronco fans exhort the D. He's looking downfield to throw. And the rush will get to him at the 25. And the Buffaloes will punt it away on 4th down. He'll try to really get into this one. And the returner will be dragged down. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up, and you want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The Broncos come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They're testing the right side here. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Ward. A shot toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. The give to the back. Turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He'll pull it down. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. And the Buffaloes want to move quickly.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed.
Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover. To the air on 1st down. Here's a heat. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They go to the draw. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short game.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
A big part about playing the quarterback position is turning the page, playing the next play, not letting bad plays beat you. And that's his first career interception in college football, so that's going to sting. But now you've got to get back out there and lead your team.
Throws for the tight end. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Buffaloes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And the Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. The give and tick, 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 tick. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Here we go. Handoff to the lone back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
And there's nothing more demoralizing for a defense than when you're losing, you know they're going to run the football, they're trying to run the clock, and you keep...
Touchdown, Colorado! Great job by the back on the option.
Yeah, and with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you've wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Looking downfield, it's Ward. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over. Like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few first downs and make something positive happen.
And the Broncos are in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on third down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
Well, at this point of the game, in the second half, down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore, right? Every fourth down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are in the field. The problem is, defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly. That time, they had a better play call on. They execute. It's just been that kind of day.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. He'll set up to throw. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And the route is on.
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week, for the rest of this season, so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
To the air, it's Ward. Quickly complete. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. the Broncos with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Pucks it out of the air. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Broncos with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got his man, makes the grab. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires left. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains. It'll be 3rd and long. He wants to throw it. Under fire. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him